Welcome back to the Color Room Chat. I'm Kassidy. I'm a stylist at Salon 210.
And I'm Reese. I'm a stylist and co-owner at Salon 210, founder of Glow and Grow, and co-owner of Zero Limits EDU now.
So for this episode today, we are going to go over a little bit about just the trends in the industry and how everything's always evolving and changing and how we kind of keep up with all of that. So Reese, you are the trendsetter yourself. How do you keep up with the trends, especially in this ever-evolving industry?
Okay, so I think this is so important. This is probably my favorite podcast we'll ever do, is because the trends for me are not on Pinterest. So I do my trends a little differently. I love to look and outsource, and I really stalk. I used to do Fashion Week, and now I stalk the Fashion Weeks, and Paris is really huge. And I think it's really important to look at fashion and then create your own trend from those fashion shows. And when you see them and you see the colors and you see the textures being used in the clothes, I kind of eye that and then create my trends off of that for the following year, for each season. And I think a lot of people don't realize that the trends aren't just like in hair pictures that you see. You have to think outside of the box. You have to really get creative. Like I love going to art museums.
Yeah, I feel like every time that I'm not inspired, I used to always tell Reese, I'm bored, I'm not inspired. And she would say, go to the art museum or go to Forest Park. She was like, go to the mall, go to Saks and like get inspiration there and you will not be bored.
No.
She was like, stop scrolling on Instagram and like get creative elsewhere. And that was really good advice that you gave me one time. I was like in a burnout. I was like, I am so uninspired and I'm so bored. Mm-hmm. And you were like, why are you bored? Like, go get inspiration elsewhere. It doesn't have to be in the hair industry because I think that overwhelms us a little bit and just creates a little bit of, it's just a lot when you're always following hairstylists.
It's a lot. It'll turn into almost you're just comparing yourself.
And then you subconsciously are like copying people. You don't even know it.
Yes, and that's like really, that is the scariest thing is you don't want to be a copycat and you don't want to suffocate your creativeness.
Yeah, like you want to be different. I think that's the beauty of this industry is that it is so creative and you want to be different. You want to give your client something different that's never been done before, that they've never seen, a different treatment that they don't know about. That's different than the person next to them, and that's what's going to keep people in your chair too, is being different, because why wouldn't they go to the person next to them if you're doing the same thing as them?
100%. And that's what you have to like live in your brand too, because not every trend out there is going to be for you. So like when fancy colors were coming in and flash colors, like that wasn't for me. And you have to build your confidence and be okay with that. So really being the trendsetter is to help give you the business behind the chair that you've always wanted. Because if you're just copying all the trends and you're cutting shags when you don't even know how to do a shag cut, that can get scary.
Yeah, that'll kill your business if you're doing something that you're not confident in. Like, you have to be okay to say no and turn people away. Like, I'll have a client come into me that wants this crazy look that I'm not super confident in, and I know like something that's really important to us is the integrity of your hair and your hair health. And you just have to be confident in explaining to them, like, I'm not the stylist for you because it will compromise your hair health, and so I don't feel comfortable doing that. So it's like staying true to your brand that way. Because it could be easy, like you want to get the client in your chair, but it'll pay off so much later on if you stay true to who you are and stay on brand with it.
Stay on brand. Like, I don't do icy blondes. I refer
Me
them
either.
to the stylist next to me.
Yes. And like, we're okay saying that.
Yeah,
it's just not what we do.
Not what we do. It's not what we love. It's not our trend. And that's okay. There's trends, like even same with your clothes. You're not going to wear every single trend that's out there. You're not going to love every single one of them. So you don't need to create every single trend that's out there.
Yeah, I would totally agree. I think for me, something that I really try hard to not do is constantly scroll on social media and like being intentional with who I'm following and with what I'm consuming. I feel like the content that you consume is huge. So trying not to consume a ton of hair content and following people elsewhere in the industry where you can get inspiration from, so that way you can create your own content
I
that
love
aligns
that.
with your brand.
Like Cassidy, I notice who you follow. Not that I stalk you,
Please do.
but I notice the people that influence you are people who are in other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And so same with that. Like how do you find your trends? Because you are being a trendsetter.
Well, thank you. I really try to be different and try not to do what everyone else is doing, because, I feel like being unique to me is what will set me apart. But I will say, like, in terms of hair, I do feel like we get everything late. So I do try to follow people like in other countries like Australia or over in Europe. They have different techniques and do things differently. Like, you were trained like in the European French way of hair and like brought it back to the United States. So if I am following people in the hair industry, I try to make it people that are so much more elevated than me and take tips and tricks from them so that I can bring it back here. But then I will say I just follow a lot of like motivational, like inspiring business people, because I'm really into that. Like, I love like business building and branding, and like I'll listen to like business podcasts and like follow that type of stuff on Instagram, and then more like fashion creators in other countries too, just so I can bring it back here, I would say, and like use what I've learned from that to create behind the chair.
I love that. So that is like also something that I always get inspired. I try to hang out with the younger stylists because they inspire me. Like I am older in the industry, and so for me, I had to travel overseas. I had to do the fashion weeks. I had to assist over there to learn the French way of hair, to bring it back, and I go out to the museums and look for fashion. Whereas you, as a newer stylist, you're thinking smarter, not harder. You're not you're working smarter, not harder. It's so great to get this insight. So you literally create your vision boards and you do it from here, because there's like, do you do the education classes overseas online, or what's your favorite?
Yeah, I would say like I just follow creators, and like there's so many of them that like give you free education on like TikTok or whatever, and I just like watch them and I follow them, but it's really never anyone that's like in the United States. It's got to be someone that's like someone in Australia or someone that's doing something crazy too that like I don't do here.
I love
Like that's
that.
different. Like, I saw something the other day, and you guys probably saw it. And I literally got a mannequin out. It was like a haircut. I got a mannequin out and I like, practiced it because I want to try it at least. And it was like a technique that I learned watching someone online she's like an Australian hairstylist. And like same thing with styling. I think they style a lot differently than we do over here.
They do some crazy stuff.
No, they do some wild stuff. And so I just like to
I
take
love it.
little bits and pieces from other people and at least like be aware of it. I think it's fun.
I think that's so smart. They have like 100, they have developer 100.
Okay,
That's wild.
No, that's crazy. But like something that I took away from them is like they really take pride in their styling there, and sometimes I feel like it's so easy for us to just throw in a beach wave, and that's something that I just do not feel like. A beach wave is great. I won't like.
It was great.
It's great, but
And it
I
was a
do
time.
think like if you're giving your client like an elevated service, you need to ask them like, how do you want to be styled, and like really take the time to teach them and like show them how to style their hair and like style it in a way that suits their look the best. And I think I've learned from other stylists overseas that like that's what you need to do.
Yeah, I love that, because truly like the trends this year are changing, and right now beach waves are in, of course, but as a stylist, you guys are not getting as lucky as what you've been getting the past few years. It's not just blow dry with no round brush and throw in a curl. Now, like the beauty, which has never left me or left our salon,
Yeah.
because we are so OCD about it, but the beauty is coming back of the style, and I love to see it.
Reese always says styling is everything. It's like the foundation of hair. And so if you don't want to do it, then like, why are you a hairstylist?
I love you.
You do. I mean, tell me you don't say that.
I say that, so if you do work for me, like I am like a stickler. Like there's no detail missed ever, because the styling of the hair is the beauty. It's the foundation. If you can't get past how to style hair and your arms are not up the whole time, like we can't move on.
No, she takes her blow dries very seriously. But what I will say, we like definitely get like stuck in our ways. Everyone does as a hairstylist, and so that's like for me, just like seeing what else is out there. If I can take little tips and tricks, and like even I feel like in Australia and overseas, they're so good at their hair photos and their content, and
So good.
so I like learn a lot from that, like how to take a hair shot, I'll say. But that really is the only time I follow hairstylists. Other than that, I really try not to consume myself with that because then I think it kind of just clouds my creativity. I try to get it elsewhere.
I think that's so smart because you always want to think outside the box. You want to be different. If you're in your salon and you're doing French balayage, you're doing hand-free painting, you're doing a full roller set blowout with just like this beautiful sectioning and this shiny glossy hair, that is show-stopping work that people, if you put it out there in the world, people will run to be in your chair because there's not work like that anymore, really, in a lot of salons because it's hard, especially in the US, to be motivated or inspired. And so that's why I'm really excited we're doing this podcast to like help re-inspire, to help re-motivate, and to help bring passion back to the hair world because it's so easy to get stuck in a rut and to get to burnout. And when you aren't styling and taking the beauty of the style, the beauty of the haircut, and the color, and creating a vision board for each client, like that, the whole point of doing hair in our industry is to create beauty.
Yeah, that's why I think it is really important to get yourself outside of your comfort zone with like techniques and not get stuck in the same rhythm that you do, like changing up your styling, your placement, trying out new hair cutting techniques because you always want to keep your clients engaged and you always want to be changing up their looks. And so it can just be so easy to get stuck in your own ways. Like I watch, girls at the salon all the time. Like I always am watching Blake. I'm like, how did you do that? Like, show me how you did that. That's beautiful. And like getting inspiration from other stylists that I work with. So I just don't get, it's so easy to just be like, okay, I'm just going to do a baby light again because we've been doing it the last 5 times.
But that's what I really love to focus on is that stylists overwork themselves behind the chair. If you're doing haircut after haircut after haircut all day, I see 20 guests, you're seeing 10 to 15 guests, that can lead to burnout. So really my favorite tip is to set aside a day every 3 weeks where you're in a room by yourself with your favorite coffee, your favorite green tea, or your favorite glass of wine, and really get out your like old Vogue magazines. Get out your, go on YouTube and look at Fashion Week. Don't get on Instagram and start scrolling. Be intentional with where you're scrolling and what you're looking at, and create your own vision board for the whole entire year or just for that season. And that's going to re-inspire you and get you out of this burnout because being a hairstylist is not just doing haircut after haircut after haircut. It's not the sweat behind the chair. It's the work being done outside of the salon that is going to bring you beauty, that is going to bring you magic, and that's going to bring you success in other ways other than just in your income, but in the work that you're putting out and the trends that you're creating.
Yeah, it's so easy to overconsume and to just open TikTok and just keep scrolling. So truly by going elsewhere, going on Pinterest, creating your vision board, creating those collages and like creating looks for your clients each season, something that you can refer back to too, I think is everything. And it's so much more than just hair. It's like a whole look, which I think we're really passionate about. But I think that's like the best way that you can evolve with the trends is just by going out and creating your own.
It is. Like, you don't want to be just a hairstylist because it's not just hair. It's everything. You want to be a stylist and you want to create the trend, you want to create the look, and anyone can be that person. You can be that person. We live in Missouri and we're there.
We are there. But we just go out and find it and find the inspiration and we continue our education when there are new trends and we don't ever stop learning. That's a big thing too. Like, Reese has been in this industry for a while and she still is taking class and bringing in the best of the best educators to our salon so that we can keep up with the trends and we never fall behind because you always want to be ahead of the trend, especially when we're in the Midwest, we get it last.
We get it last, but not anymore, because for us, we're going out of our way to make sure we get it first. Because, yeah, education, I almost totally forgot about that. It's all about like getting the best classes. If I'm in a burnout, which it is normal, and I do get into my burnout, and I'm like, I just need to be re-energized, I will go take a hair class. And I love being the student.
Yeah, I feel like you never leave a hair class not inspired. And you always learn something. I mean, after a hair class, I'm on a high for literally a month. I mean, longer than that. I'm still on a high for my LA trip. Like I talk about all the time. It like changed my career. So if you do feel like you're in a rut, like go invest in yourself and your education, because it's huge and your clients deserve it. They deserve the best of the best. They want the best of the best.
Oh my God, yeah.
So go find it.
That's so right. And that was said the best way. Your clients do deserve it. So now I want to pick your brain, Cassidy.
Okay.
Are you okay to tell this? I think you are.
Okay, sure.
What is your favorite trend right now? What's your trend we're in fall, we're going into winter. So, but thinking ahead, what do you think the trend's going to be in your chair?
So I love to like enhance my clients' natural look, I would say. So I love showing my clients that they can still have like a low maintenance look, but add in like one row of extensions, have like a method that's super comfortable for them. I really like doing like a butter blonde, like a big bouncy blowout look. I think just finding a look that works best for my client's lifestyle, I think is definitely like the trend right now. Kind of a low maintenance is very trendy, but I love to do more of like a effortless golden butter blonde with extensions.
Oh, I love that. That's a good trend. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, that's like my favorite. What is yours?
I will say, I've been thinking about this, and this year, I'm going to do like all mid-length bobs and just have a ton of volume.
Yes, we love volume. I love French balayage right now.
Love
It
French
is like
balayage.
the most seamless look you can get. Is truly stunning with some K-tips is great.
So good. I think I might throw my foils away. Like,
Yeah,
I think I'm only going to do French balayage
Yeah,
again.
I'm really on a balayage kick too.
It's my favorite. There's no way to like get that movement in the hair.
Yeah, it truly is the most seamless, beautiful technique that there is. Okay, my next question for you then, are you gonna cut your hair into a bob?
No.
Maybe
next year.
Since that's the trend. I think you should bring it back.
I do love a bob, but I like to have like 4 rows of hand-tied extensions.
Me too.
And
the volume is what you're going to go for this year.
I need the volume, and right now I'm really into Slavic hair where I can air dry it. So I don't think I can do a bob.
Okay, that's true. The Slavic hair is very in right now, low maintenance, air dried, but maybe a bob will be coming in your future.
I hope. But that's where Slavic hair extensions, I forgot about that. That is like the biggest, our passion project, my like love. There's a stylist in LA that I absolutely love and am so inspired by. And so she gave me some great advice on where to source Slavic hair. So I'm really excited for the extensions that are about to come into our salon.
You guys are not ready because this is something that's like it's not here really. I feel like in the Midwest, and you guys, it's going to change your life.
It does. It really does. And truly for the busy woman who wants beautiful hair but only has time to air dry, it's game changer.
Yeah, that's really what we're all about, is like elevating our techniques always to like match our clients and their lifestyle and what you guys want. I feel like we're always trying to find the next best thing and the next best trend to really go with your lifestyle.
100%.
And that's why I think we found a big need that a lot of clients were like, I cannot blow dry my hair for 2 hours. And we're like, okay, well, where can we find a method that you can air dry that will flow with your natural hair texture? And it's been, though, like years in the making. Like we didn't just find one type of hair, and it's definitely like trial and error to find the best of the best.
And that's all we want. And we just want to give women this beauty that they never thought they could have, but with a low maintenance lifestyle, because that's all we want too.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be incredible. Dream hair is going to be elevated to the next level. And that's where I always say, you guys, building relationships, networking, leaving your hometown and going outside into the world it's going to elevate you not just on creating the trends, but building relationships that will help your technique and your business behind the chair.
Yeah, like that is dream hair, is like taking it to the next level and creating your own trend behind the chair that is like unique to you and your brands. Like that is dream hair, truly.
It really is, and that's like our favorite thing. We literally live, eat, and breathe and sleep it, but it's because it's truly life changing.
Yes, so go out there and find inspiration from fashion, from art, and really like dive deep in your brand and like find inspiration from that and from your vibe.
Even go on Amazon, and if you source old Vogue magazines from 10 years ago, you guys, those are like money.
Magical.
Yeah.
Like truly, like timeless.
They will inspire you, and you build your confidence because you are the trendsetter. If
You
you do
are.
hair, you are a trendsetter.
Yes, if you are feeling uninspired right now, like just go out and inspire yourself. Like you're in control of that, truly.
Awesome. We love you guys. Thanks for listening. Message us if you have any questions. We are here for you. Make sure to like and comment on our podcast because we don't pay for marketing, so any help we are so grateful for.
Bye, guys. See you on the next one.